Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. I'm here today because I'm concerned about the American people and I am concerned about human beings all over the earth. I'm not just concerned about human beings from a personal perspective, though I am, but I'm here because I've been given responsibilities to be here to serve at this time. You know, when I speak of being here, I'm speaking in the sense that there was a time when human beings, or should I say people on earth, did not have electric lights. But there was a power somewhere that equipped individuals to have certain ambitions and inspirations and dreams. And came here on this earth and introduced to this earth electric lights. Same thing when it came to the automobile, when it comes to the telephone, when it comes to a house out of a cage. You know, I'm saying that there's a power somewhere that protects us in time of need. What is it that every human being on the face of the earth wants in life? And that is satisfaction. And satisfaction in life basically means that your needs, your wants, and your desires are met when you want them to be met. It basically means that you can live in peace and be prosperous and free, that you can be joyous and happy and your dreams come true. It basically means that you never have to suffer for those things that we have determined are essential in life, like food, clothing, and shelter, education, and healthcare, and transportation, and all of the things that we've been able to accomplish through that great power that has been able to direct this path. These are the kinds of things that human beings all over the earth want. This is a part of the design of human beings. Even the greatest crooks desire the same thing. The problem is the method of acquiring it. And so in order for everybody to have their needs met as described a moment ago, is that everybody would have to play a role in the process. Everybody benefits. Being here on earth, beginning with breathing your air, and everything else, you benefit from being here. And being here means that it would be great if playing a part in your being here. And there's nothing so great as playing a part in being here when the part that you play is a part that you choose. And you choose it because it gives you your greatest joy in applying. Not only that, it is designed in such a way outside of you by the powers that be that made you, that everything that everybody does is interconnected in such a way that all of those needs, wants, and desires that you crave can be met. And that involves you having that career, having you participating, having the human beings prepare the earth for heaven. Now that's the plan that was given to me to share with the American people. And I've been doing it for over 40 years. And for over 40 years, no one talks about it. They don't talk about it in the news media. They don't talk about it on social media. They don't talk about it in church. They do not talk about it anywhere. 40-some years ago, that message was given and through a candidate who was running for president. And knowing what it's all about, that candidate thought that the church and that the people would all be so excited. It's like God has answered your prayers. All of your life, maybe some of you have been on your knees praying for the things that I've just mentioned, that you can be satisfied in life. And now here is one that is bringing you a message that confirming that God says, yes, you can. But it's not going to be imposed. It's something that you, my friends, choose, because it will require your active involvement. So, I don't even think that message got out of the community. No one seemed to have been interested in that. See, we have been taught the opposite message. We haven't been taught about we being satisfied. We've been taught that some people are satisfied. Those who have pronounced themselves, proclaimed themselves as be the divine authority on earth given by God to be the other. And see, there's nothing so much, I guess, wrong with that, except the fact that when you watch the activities, you recognize the God that is that is for. And that's the evil God. That's the ugly God. That's the God that takes away your heaven. And for those few that says, well, I'm choosing this path, they do the things that God requires them to do. They lie, they cheat, they steal, they create hatred and racism and bigotry, war, all of the stuff that's going on around the world. That's the devil. And Israel and Hamas, that stuff, all of that is the devil. There's no righteousness in that. And everybody who pick a side, just picking a side with the same old, with the devil. Same thing in Ukraine and Russia. That's the devil. God isn't over there. That's the devil. You see, God fixes things. God does not engage a war. God fixes things. And when people get to the point and say, we're not going to fix it, this is it, that means the devil has taken over. Somebody say, well, what if you try to do the right thing and someone else just come over and drop a bomb on you? Well, what do you think happens? What do you think happens? I wish I could tell you that you would be blessed and go straight to heaven, but I can't tell you that. I cannot tell you that. All I can tell you is what I have been given to tell you. Maybe at a later date, there was a time, and I won't deny it. I have been taught in the past that there's a heaven after death. I have been taught all kinds of things about after you die. But I have no proof of any of it. Nor do I actually require any proof, because what I see right here in my daily life tells me about enough about life that I want to know. I know, based upon the information that I've shared with you, that we can all be satisfied. I also know that we are here because we have chosen not to be. We have chosen not to be. War, homelessness, poverty, all of this. See, what we get through the news media and from people who are so kind of somewhat in power in this country, white people still, even though you do have a lot of black people in it, is that the Republicans want to tear this nation down. Donald Trump, he sits up there and says, I can kill people in the street and get away with it. Now he's telling the country, I want to come back and get rid of everybody that you don't like. See, when he says, get them out, he's saying, I'm coming back, putting me back in office, and I will bring harm and destruction and ugliness to everybody that you don't like. And the people in this country don't like people, ladies and gentlemen. They might like people right in a little circle, but they blaming everybody else for all of the problems that exist. So they don't like them. And Trump is promising them, put him back in office, and he'll take care of them. He's saying, I got people in place. I know people will do what I want them to do. They know they're crazy. I really can kill people and get away with it, he's saying. And so put me back in office, I'll get rid of everybody that you don't like. So when we turn the television on, the message comes off as if Donald Trump will get rid of what he doesn't like. And the problem is, or the situation really reflects that the ones that he doesn't like are the same ones that the rest of the folks don't like. Why? That means they had the same kind of training. That means that they had a process of ownership of the nation. They took the land. They made the slaves. They were superior to others because they had that evil pushing them, nothing to restrain them. And now they want to get it back. And I want black people and people of color to know that you have to beware. Don't expect white folks to deliver you. Expect the truth to deliver you. And you, black people and people of color, and white people who are sincere, you're going to have to start living according to the truth. Just because the Republicans might be trying to destroy this nation, don't think that it's just good because the Democrats are trying to save it. That's not good enough. Trying to save it for what? For what it already has done? What has it done? It has created Donald Trump and all of the millions of people in this country that believe just like Donald Trump. So trying to save this nation as it is just ain't good enough. The message of heaven, the message of truth, the message of righteousness, the message of love means that you got to fix it. What do I mean by fix it? Rewind this video and listen to what I said in the beginning. This earth was created for all human beings, to be satisfied. And the only way you can do that is respect that there's a power you can't see that's running this show. And the only way you can show that is by doing it to one another. And anything outside of that is a demon trying to mess up God's plan. And if it's being exercised, it's because the people are either supporting it or just saying, I can't do nothing about it, and letting it happen. And don't think that that is the way that's going to bring you satisfaction. I think I'll leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, Marcus saying goodbye for now.